Hi guys, I'm Clem and welcome back to my channel. So today is a special video because I'm announcing that I will be participating in the Newts Readathon organized by Book Roast. I'm going to link everything down below, don't you worry. So basically, I don't know if you remember, but in April I did a readathon and it was the Owls Readathon. So basically it's like we were sitting our owls, so it's an exam, the first exam you pass in Hogwarts, and basically you have prompts for each subject of the owls exam and you had to read a book to pass the subject. And so now we're doing our Newts and it's the second and hardest exam in Hogwarts. And basically we still have different prompts for each subject, but since it's like the second exam, it's going to be harder, so the readathon is going to be harder. So instead of reading just one book to pass the subject, you have to read 3 books, and for each book in the subject you get a different grade, from outstanding, not exceeding, I don't remember, but you have the 3 grades. So the first, if you read just the first book in the subject, you have the first grade, then the 2 books, then the second, and if you read the 3 books, you have the best grade possible in this subject. And in order to succeed the readathon, you have to at least pass 2 subjects and have an exceedingly outstanding in one of them. So you just have to read 4 books if you want to succeed this readathon. So in April, I only took and succeed in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 subjects. I'm only allowed to pass my Newt in the subjects, but I'm not going to try and have my Newts for all these subjects because it's like 15 books, and I'm not going to be in Paris during the readathon, so I can't bring 15 books with me, at least not those that work with the challenge, so it's not going to be possible. So I have 3 subjects that I'm going to try and do. So I have a choice between Ancient Runes, Defense Against the Dark Arts, Arithmancy, Charms and Herbology. And I think I'm going to pass Defense Against the Dark Arts, Arithmancy and Herbology. So let me just show you what books I plan on reading for each prompts. So we're going to start with Defense Against the Dark Arts, and the first prompts I have to succeed is a last book in a series. And for this I pick Mockingjay by Sarah J. Maas, no, Susan Collins. It's better if I pick the right author. So yeah, last summer I reread Hunger Games, and so I plan this summer on rereading Catching Fire and Mockingjay, and it's perfect because Mockingjay worked for this prompt because it's the last book in the series. The second prompt is read a foiled book, and I decided to read Batman Nightwalker by Mary Lou. So this is the second book in the series, not really a series, but the DC Icons thingy. And so this one is about Batman. Obviously it's written by Mary Lou, so I'm really excited, and it's foiled because it's shiny. You can't see it, but it's shiny. Yeah, I haven't read Wonder Woman yet, but I feel like I don't need to read Wonder Woman to read Batman, and Batman is much shorter and I'm more excited to read Batman than to read Wonder Woman. So yeah. And finally, the last prompt is a book with the word dark in the title of a series names. And for this I picked The Darkest Mind by Alexandra Bracken. So this book has been on my TBR for a long time, and I only decided to buy this I don't know, for my birthday. Did I got this for my birthday? I don't really remember when I got it, but now I even want to read it even more, because the movie is coming out for me, I think, in France this fall, so I'm really excited about this. And I don't know, yeah, so, and it fits because it has the darkest mind, or dark, you see, yeah. So I don't really know what it's about, just that kids have superpowers, I don't know. If you want to know what it's about, just watch the trailer or go see what it's about on Goodreads, because I suck at telling what books are about. So this was all the book for the Defense Against the Dark Arts. Now let's get to arithmancy. So the first prompt is a book of at least 300 pages. And here I pick a French book which is called U4, and so I could told you about this book, but it's French and you're never going to read it if you're English because it's never going to be translated in English, I think. I hope that the other is going to be because it's really interesting. But very quickly, you're following, there are 4 books in the series, and in each books you're following a different character, but they all live the same events, and it's interesting to see how they meet, what we were doing before the events and after the events, and how they live the events. So it's really interesting because there is a mystery around it, and each character bring a piece of evidence, so it's really interesting. So yeah, I plan on reading this because it's over than 300 pages and I really would like to finish this series. The second prompt is a book that ends on an even numbered page, and here we have the conclusion and epilogue of the U4 series. So this is the 5th book they wrote after the series, and basically it's supposed to tell you everything you want to know and everything that happens after the event and after all the characters spread go on their own way. So yeah, and I'm really lucky because it's one of the only book I have who end on an even numbered page, so I have to read this. And last but not least, the last prompt is a book that's not a first in a series. And so here we've got Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins, second book in the Hunger Games trilogy. I plan on reading Mockingjay, so you had to know that this was going to be here, so yeah. And it's my favorite one in the trilogy, so I'm really excited about it. And so finally, the last subject I would like to sit is herbology, and the first prompt is a book with a green cover. And for this I decided to pick Thunderhead by Neil Schusterman. So this is the second book in the Arc of Sight trilogy. I don't know if it's trilogy or something more, but yeah, so I read Scythe in May. I really enjoyed it, though there were some issues and I don't know, some stuff were weird or not well done, but I was really interested in the story, and especially with how the first book ended. So I'm really excited to see what's going to happen in this one, and yeah, and I'm really I'm really excited about this, really. The second prompt is a book with illustration. So for this I decided to read a graphic novel, graphic novel, and this is Ida by Chloé Crouchaudet. She's French, so I'm saying it the French way. And I'm planning on reading the 3 of them. It's one of my favorite graphic novels. I read the first 2, and at Christmas I got the last one. I was really excited. And basically you're following this character Ida, and she's 30 or something like that, and she's really lazy. She doesn't like going out of her house. Yeah, she's they call her a spinster, 30 years old. She's scared of being sick, and she's very I don't know, she's really weird. But I think it's a doctor, because she's sick, tell her that she has to go south of France in order for her health and to be better. And from there she goes on this adventure. She goes to India and to South Africa. She goes everywhere. Weird stuff happens to her. By the way, it's happening in the late 18th century, so just so you know. And I don't know, she's just really amazing, and the drawings are really amazing. I love it. I really enjoy the first 2, and I'm really excited to see how the story is going to wrap up. So yeah, I'm really excited about this. And last but not least, the last prompt is read a book with either one of these words in the title, so light, air, sun or water. You don't know how hard it was for me to find a book with one of these words on my shelves. I have none, except for this one, A Conjuring of Light by V. Schwab. So this is the last book and the conclusion in the Shade of Magic trilogy, aka one of my favorite. I think, like, I'm sure this baby is going to make up a series one of my favorites. So yeah, I'm really excited about this one. If you don't know what Darker Shade of Magic, like the Shade of Magic trilogy, is about, where have you been? Because everybody's talking about it and the Schwab is like a queen. But basically we're in this world where there are 4 different Londons. So the grey London, which is the London we all know, the red London, the white London, and the dark London, black London. And in each London, like, the magic is different. For example, in the grey one there is none. In the red one it's like where the magic is the best. In the white one it's really complicated, and in the black one magic like destroyed everything, so there's nothing, like there's no Black London is pretty much like it, nobody lives there, it's weird. And you're following this guy, Kel, who is an Antari, and it's someone like he's the last one of his kind, and he's the only one who can travel between the different London. And when he's in London he meets this girl, Lila, and then stuff happens. They go on a quest, on an adventure, bad guys arrive, there's magic, there's powers, there's everything you need. It's really amazing, and the world building is beautiful. So I'm really excited to read this conclusion because Jenny and Sarah keep talking about it, and I'm like, I need to read this book right now. So yeah guys, that's it for today's video. If you want to participate in this readathon, I will link everything down below. You will find everything in the description box, so go check it out. Also, don't forget to like this video if you did, and also don't forget to subscribe to be notified when I post new videos. And yeah, I will see you next time. Bye guys!